I need a bone saw.
I'm sorry. I wish I could.
I just want a little tiny slice of this guy's brain. That's all I need. Just enough to tell me what's killing Foreman.
A thin slice of Joe's brain could also cause a public health crisis.
It's not a good idea to scream fire every time somebody lights a match.
Don't downplay this, House. You put both of them in isolation for a reason. Joe's death elevates this situation to a biosafety level 3.
Ooh, level 3. You call Jack Bauer.
I called the CDC.
Well, tell him I'll be really, really careful.
We don't have the proper equipment for you to be really, really careful. You can do whatever you want to Foreman, but the CDC will do this autopsy.
Whatever. The point is, we'll be lucky to get results in 3 days.
I told them how urgent this is.
And they told you?
We'll have the results in 3 days.
Oh, that's a shame. Because Foreman will never get to know what it was. He'll be dead in 36 hours. Maybe this is a toxin. Maybe it's not contagious at all. You're killing Foreman because of a maybe.
Well, you have 36 hours to figure out which one it is.
Foreman, come here, fast.
What's going on? When are they doing the autopsy?
You're doing it now. You ever studied how they used to do ice pick lobotomies?
I read about it in med school. Why would I?
Shove an ice pick into the eye socket just above the tear duct. Bang it a couple of times with a hammer, get a sample.
What's going on, Hal?
Foreman, you can't do it. You'd be in violation of...
Can't do the time if you're not alive.
You, I need you to suit up. Get that equipment away from Dr. Foreman.
Take your time, guys. Why don't you just tell him to go slow? It won't be your fault.
Foreman, we don't even know what kind of contagion we're dealing with.
Which is why we need to chop into the guy's head.
It's dangerous.
Not to you, Foreman.
There are other ways to diagnose you.
Yeah? You have the answer? Foreman, do it now.
I am warning you, do not...
What are you doing?
I didn't feel right.
He's blind.
But he thinks he can see. Same as the cop.
Need something to bag the sample.
Forget it. You just biopsied a mattress.
No, I'm fine. House, there's a sample. Get it. Test it. You gotta test that sample.
Apparently, I was optimistic about the 36 hours. Intractable, unbearable pain is up next. Sure you don't want to reconsider that whole autopsy thing?
Physically, his eyes are fine. Problems isolated to his brain. Damage to the occipital lobe. It extends from the primary visual
We
cortex.
should retest him for bacterial meningitis.
If it was meningitis, we'd all be sick.
His CSF might show signs
LP's
of...
pointless. We already did a brain biopsy. It was negative.
Toxic mold.
If it was toxic mold, I'd be sick.
How do we know you're not sick?
Do I seem happy to you?
Never.
It was funny.
Well, let's assume it's not bloodborne. If you start cracking jokes, we can reassess. In the meantime, stay away from people and animals that you care about.
Guillain-Barré.
Neither of them had any sort of paralysis.
Joe could have died before the paralysis had a chance to present.
What about arbovirus?
Start treatment.
For arbovirus? You think our Jersey Beat cop has been spending a lot of time exploring deep, dark Africa?
Treatment for everything. Likely or unlikely. If you can think of it, treat for it.
Mixing that many meds will create all sorts of toxic interactions.
Well, box his liver, trash his kidneys. There's gotta be a better way.
Of course there's a better way! It's that body sitting in the room with him that Cuddy won't let us touch. Bacterials, virals, toxins, fungals, parasites. It's gotta be one of them.
Where are you going?
See if I can find another brain to biopsy.